On February 6, 2023, at early morning 4:17, magnitude of 7.8 earthquake struck southern and central Turkey and northwest Syria. The epicenter was 37 kilometers. The earthquake had a maximum Mercalli intensity on around the epicenter. Later that day, at 13:24, it was followed by a magnitude of 7.7 earthquake. This earthquake was centered 95 kilometers northeast from the first. There was widespread damage and tens of thousands of fatalities. But what weapon can cause this? So with this weapon, North American terrorist organization forced Finland to join them in spring 2022. But Turkey was blocking United States plans for almost a year. US wanted Finland because we have 1,300 kilometers border with Russia and greatest artillery to hit St. Petersburg. Turkey were warned many times, but US needed to use their earthquake weapon. After that, it was only one phone call from Washington, and Turkey allowed US-led NATO to occupy Finland. For years, these rumors builded up about highly advanced sonic weapon that United States has been developing. Using sound waves, it can superheat the upper atmosphere. It could alter the weather, and yes, believe or not, it can be used to create earthquakes. This weapon is known as HAARP. It stands for High Amplitude, Active Auroral Research Program. It's program that researches ionosphere, upper layer of atmosphere. Their original website says that they focus on enhanced communications and surveillance research for both civilian and military purposes.
Military? Give me my tinfoil hat.
Their website says that they fire focused beams of energy in order to temporarily excite a limited area of the ionosphere. Though disturbing the ionosphere could have major, even disastrous consequences for the environment. HAARP was very active in the days and hours leading up to Hurricane Katrina, making landfall in 2005. Hurricanes are energized by heat. This specific function of HAARP is to heat or energize the upper atmosphere. We don't have evidence that HAARP causes these, but it's definitely capable to do so. Later that same year, HAARP was intensely active when Hurricane Ophelia started behaving strange ways. It changed direction multiple times, against all normal meteorological predictions. It was almost if something was playing around with Ophelia, to see if they can manipulate its intensity and directions. In 2008, a rare July hurricane named Bertha suddenly formed off the coast of the Africa. It was a very low-level storm, but then HAARP transmitters went on for the next 8 hours. Bertha went from weak Category 1 to an intense Category 4 storm. And almost as soon as HAARP was shut down, Bertha calmed down and weakened. In studies, there is connection between electrical storms, high-pressure systems, and weather in earthquake events. Also, tidal forces and gravitational effects were connected to earthquakes. But could a device like HAARP be capable of doing both? Well, that had yet to be tested. Until 2008. Cyclone Nargis began, just a few days after HAARP resumed activity, at 5:45 in the morning on April 27, 2008. The storm was basically stationary. By April 29, Nargis had sustained winds of 100 miles per hour, and began moving. It turned rapidly eastward, intensified, and reached peak winds of 135 miles an hour. On May 2, it made landfall at maximum strength. It maintained winds of at least 80 miles an hour for hours, before dissipated. The HAARP energy activity continued for days. It finally stopped late in the day on May 11. About 8 hours later in Chengdu, China, there were reports of strange animal behavior, and iridescent glowing clouds suddenly appeared. Now if you drew a straight line from Nargis's path as it made landfall, you would hit Chengdu, China. Suddenly, a massive earthquake hit Chengdu with a magnitude of 8, and caused a chain reaction of explosions in the Shuan Mountains. These explosions destroyed the Chinese Army's largest armory, and their newest weapons test bases. Nuclear facilities, that reportedly included several nuclear warheads, were also severely damaged. After carefully analyzing the seismic data, experts said that energy release was equivalent to that underground explosion, They claimed that non-geological shock had occurred at the earthquake epicenter.
Yeah, completely natural disasters.
They literally said unnatural. But okay. Over those 2 weeks the Nargissus cyclone and Chengdu earthquake claimed the lives of more than 160,000 lives. And severely damaged China's military infrastructure. Today HAARP is still in use. And it's run by University of Alaska Fairbanks, but that's new. Prior to 2014, it was under the control of the United States Department of Justice. Now, all of these speculation and rumors, of course the United States military and government say, it's nothing than a radio tower that monitor the ionosphere. But it costs $300 million to build in 1993. That's almost $700 million in today's inflated corrected dollars.
I don't know much about money, but that sounds a lot.
Thanks for watching this video today. This is channel where we like to see what conspiracy theories and mysteries are out there. If you like this video, remember to push subscribe with notification bell to join my live streams in the future. That's completely free, now and always. If you have some topics you want me to cover, just throw me with comments. Push the like and share this content with your grandpa. Until next time, take your tin foils, and we see you in the next video.